So, when you say waves, what are waves? Give some ideas about it. What are waves? Type of motion. It consists of crests and troughs. Okay. Type of motion consists of crest and trough. Like when you have a wave in a water, does the water kind of move away or it just keeps at the same place?
It is at the same place.
Let's look at an experiment. You put a pebble in a pond. You will get ripples which kind of move out radially. Now, if you put a cork there on the pond, will the cork be washed ashore or will it bob up and down? It just bobs up and down. So the fact that something is moving outside, it is just the water is not moving outside, that's an optical illusion. There is a pattern which goes ups and down, and because it can be seen from the cork. If the water were really going out, the cork should be washed ashore. But the cork simply goes up and down. And you have ever widening ripples, so some pattern is moving, but the water as such is not moving out radially. The ripples are moving radially. The water is not moving radially, so something else is moving radially. Perhaps energy is moving radially. So wave consists of energy and momentum. So let us see, we are going to discover like what is a wave. So it includes what you have said, that's right. So to begin with, we have what we call as the mechanical wave. And there are some other categories. But when you say mechanical wave, we talk about a wave requires a medium. So when you put a pebble in a pond, or like I am speaking to you, so those in the class are experiencing my sound directly. So between you and me we have the medium of air. So the sound that we have, that you are hearing, is perhaps some kind of a vibration in the air. If the air were not there, the sound won't propagate, right? And for people who are in elsewhere, we are also converting the sound into electromagnetic wave and then decoding it back to a sound wave. So there is something more to it. So the mechanical wave is one part which requires a medium, and today we are also aware that there is the electromagnetic wave which does not require a medium, but that's an advanced thing. We are not studying it right now, but we are aware of this, let us say, general knowledge. And there is something more which is we talk about as the quantum wave, or what is called the quantum wave theory, which is what is based on in chemistry you talk about Schrodinger's equation and the different quantum numbers and stuff like that. So they are based on this idea that something called quantum wave. Now this we are not going to study at all. This is what we are going to study, and this you will apply in wave optics, because what you study here is very well applicable here with small changes. So that's the reason why we are studying the mechanical wave. So that's what we are studying, and in this mechanical wave we can understand that whenever there is a wave, so I am standing here and something happens at your eardrum, so I am able to send the energy, but I am not sending any mass there. Whatever mass is there in between the medium, it perhaps oscillates a bit. So there is this idea of transfer of energy without transfer of matter. Okay? So I am not defining wave, I have just given some characteristics of the wave. These things are happening, and we understand that the wave that we experience in our life exhibits these properties. Now let us talk about the mechanical wave. Now the first thing here is, in a mechanical wave, we talk about two kinds of ideas. One is called the transverse wave, the other is called the longitudinal wave. So these are the two categories. So let us understand what is the transverse wave. So if I have a rope tied to a wall at one end and I shake the rope this way, you will see a wriggle passing in the rope. So the rope is not going anywhere because it will be still in your hand and the other end is still in the wall. But the fact that you have shaken it, something passes in the rope, that's what you can appreciate. So that is, there is a wave passing, because when I shake it from this side, it takes some time for that pulse to reach the other spot when it kind of tries to pull the nail out from the wall. If it's not hard enough, maybe the rope will fall down. But the message takes some time to reach. Yeah? Let's say a deep sea diver goes into the ocean and he has gone into the ocean bed, but he is connected to the to the boat from which he is diving. His partner is there, so he knows that his other partner has gone, the diver has gone down, and they are connected by a rope. They may be having oxygen cylinder or whatever, but then at times he may require to be pulled down, or maybe the oxygen is not coming, so some kind of a communication system they will have. So one of the systems would be simply the shaking the rope. So you are 1 kilometer down and you shake the rope, and that wave passes, and out there in the rope, after some time he'll get a tug, and that tug means something. Maybe pull me up, or increase the supply of oxygen, or send me some lunch, whatever. So different ways you pull the rope, the signal will go through the rope, and that signal will have some kind of a coding. So that's a very elementary way of communicating, which is definitely done. Now that's a transverse wave. How is the rope vibrating? Let's say up and down. How is the wave going? Sideways. So my hand, the finger shows the direction in which the wave is going. This is showing the wave direction in which the particles are vibrating. They are vibrating normal to it, transverse to it, perpendicular to it. All these are synonymous terms. So that's what you have in a transverse wave. Now let us understand this transverse wave. How is this getting formed? So let us say I have a, you have to imagine this, you are not, all of you are not seeing that, but those in the class you can also imagine that. Let us say you have a row of students sitting here. Let's imagine a long row, some 20-25 people are sitting on the row. Now, and let us say the first person gets up and sits down. He starts doing sit-ups. So he gets up, sits down, gets up, sits down. Others may wonder, "Bhai, tujhe kya ho gaya?" So he has become activated, right? That's what the physics term will be used. So he's become energized, and something has come upon him, and he starts doing sit-ups. So others may wonder what's happened to him. That's one observation. Now let us say he sits down, and all the people in the row put their arms together like that. They are connected to each other. Their arms are interlocked, all the 20 people. And now let us say he becomes energized. So when he becomes energized, he suddenly gets up. The next person to him, who had earlier said, "Tujhe kya hua?" he cannot say, "Tujhe kya hua?" He has to get up and say, "Tujhe kya hua?" Tujhe kya hua means now the second person has got up, so the third person also has to go, "Tujhe kya hua?" wo to kar hi raha hai, "Tujhe kya hua?" And very soon this fever will catch on. Everybody will keep saying, "Tujhe kya hua, tujhe kya hua," but they have to go again. Why? Because their arms are interlocked. And the person is quite very well activated, so if you don't go along with him, your arm will go. So you better go. Are you getting it? So very soon there is some kind of a dance which has started. Just because the first person initiated it, everybody is moving up and down, and the 25th person is also dancing after some time. Everybody is performing sit-ups. Now why is this happening? This is happening because they are interlocked, their arms are interlocked. Otherwise, when the first person do, everybody looks at the first person and says, "Hey, what happened to you?" Now you are not a passive observer, you have to be participating in this. So what has gone? Have you moved away from your seat? No. At the very seat you can perform your sit-ups. There is no other space. But you are moving slightly up and down, but this motion has carried forward. This is a wave motion, and this would be a transverse wave. Because the motion is carried forward sideways and you are going up and down. And why is the transverse wave happening? Because there are bonds between the molecules. So transverse wave, where does it happen? Transverse wave happens in solids, where you definitely have long range bonding, and transverse wave happens in solids and on surface of liquids, not inside liquids. Inside the liquid you don't have long range bonding. A few molecules may be joined together, then you have another group. There is no long range bonding in liquid, so inside the liquid you don't have transverse waves. On the surface, do you have something special or what?
So surface tension.
Surface tension, yeah, we've done that together. So surface tension is there, and because of that bond, the transverse wave is possible. So when you put the pebble, the ripples that you see, that's a transverse wave. you don't have waves inside the water. Yeah. One of the things how swimming in the sea is different from swimming in the river or a lake or a pool. The point is in the sea, the waves are coming, and when the wave is coming, you duck below the wave. You go into the sea, and the wave goes up over, and then you come up. Otherwise, if you're caught in the wave, you will be thrown somewhere else. So you'll be wondering, I was swimming in the Juhu beach, and now which beach is this? So you have been caught in the wave. So one of the ideas there is when to duck and when not to duck, because you are like avoiding the wave. But when you go down, you don't have a wave inside the water. Otherwise, swimming in the sea will be slightly easier because the buoyant force is little more because of the salt water, right? So you don't have wave inside the sea. You have wave on the surface of the sea, right? So that's a transverse wave, and this is possible only because the molecules are bonded. What about gases? Kinetic theory of gases is based on the idea that these molecules don't have any interaction. If one molecule goes, the other molecule will keep watching. Let him go. What is he doing? Maybe doesn't even look at it. So one molecule buzzes past, the other molecules are watching. They are not in any way influenced because there is no bonding there. So in gases, you do not have transverse waves. So that's the model, and you can think about it, as I said, with an array of students sitting along a bench, and one of them gets activated, and the whole dance passes if their arms are interlocked. Now let us look at what we are calling as a longitudinal wave. In the longitudinal wave, think of it like this. A bus comes, you are waiting at a bus stop, and a jam-packed bus comes in. So the bus is already filled, and you thought you will go to this, after a long wait the bus has come, and you want to just get into the bus somehow or the other. Yeah? But nobody is inside welcoming you. It's already a house full. People inside would prefer that we don't get in. Okay, you understand why. They are also stuffed. But you are not going to wait. You waited long enough for the bus stop, so you are going to push yourself in. So as you push yourself in, somebody standing at the footboard, you will say, move, move, or you will push him physically. And that person steps in a little more, and you somehow climb onto the bus. Now everybody is doing that, and somebody standing in the middle of the bus, he gets a push from the back, and suddenly this conversation will start. Hey, धक्का क्यों मारा? Hey, धक्का मैंने नहीं मारा, पीछे वाले ने मुझे मारा, मैंने तुझे मारा, तू आगे मार दे. धक्का is a longitudinal wave. Nobody is intentionally looking at it. Suddenly, it's not playing a prank that let us punch him. Now that would be something different. That won't be a dhakka. That is mukka. But a dhakka would mean this happened. And really what he is saying is correct. It may look that he pushed, what nonsense are you talking about? No, it's not nonsense, that's the sense. Because the first person pushed. And why did the first person push? Because how else do you get into the bus? Nobody is welcoming you. You have to push yourself. If not the bus, you must have experiences in the trains. Local train also equally good, but you don't get a long one, therefore I am saying the bus example. So everybody pushes the other person, although they are not bonded. But you have to fall on the other person, but where else do you go? It's not my intention to fall on you. But if this person pushes me, I have to fall on you, where else do I go? So this continues. So when the first person pushes, the push goes, and maybe one person got checked out. So who pushed him out means? I mean, the person who was exactly behind him may say, no, I did not do it. He's right, he did not do it. But physically as a camera you will see, no, it was your contact force which threw him out. But then somebody pushed me from the back and I fell on him and he went out. So, I mean, that's not, I'm not to blame. Yes, it's the wave to blame. Either everybody pushed him out or nobody pushed him out. If you say this person pushed him out, no, that's not true. It's a systemic thing. So the wave happened, the longitudinal wave happened. So longitudinal wave can be, one is pushing the other. And they did not have bonds. like these passengers in the bus. So that's what happens, even without having bonds. Right now I'm communicating with sound, so the air molecules, so something in my mouth pushes the air molecule and it pushes and the push goes into the eardrum and the eardrum gets vibrated, etc. You do not see it, air is invisible, but that is exactly what is happening. Right? So a longitudinal wave can happen in gases as well. Of course, if you are bonded, there is no problem. Gases, liquids, and solids. So it happens everywhere. Sound goes through water also, sound goes through solids also. Like when you say the Hindi idiom, "Diwaron ke kaan hote hain." So it actually makes sense because when you are speaking, it is not some soundproof walls. From the other side of the wall, you hear, right? The other day somebody was complaining that he was not hearing me. This was a big classroom and that fellow was sitting just near the wall and he says he's hearing the other lecture. So although he's looking at me, my light is coming but sound is coming from elsewhere. And it's quite possible, right? So the walls are not soundproof. So, transverse wave, longitudinal wave. In the longitudinal wave, what is happening? If the wave is going this way, then the particles are vibrating in the same direction. That's called to and fro vibration. In transverse wave, we talk about up down. The up position is called crest, and the down position is called trough. So transverse wave goes crest, trough, crest, trough. Longitudinal waves goes compression, rarefaction, compression, rarefaction. You and I walk left, right. That's the rhythm. So why I'm using this walking idea? Because I want to talk about the speed of a wave. So before I talk about the speed of a wave, let me talk about what is your speed depend on. So forget about a wave. What is your walking speed or running speed depend on? Suppose I say, come on, walk fast. What is it that you exactly change? Yeah, meanwhile, can I rub this off? Take the relevant stuff. So I'm going to talk about the wave speed. When I say walk fast or run fast, what exactly do you do? What do you do to walk fast?
Increase energy use.
Increase the energy.
Yeah,
Increasing energy like what? You become tense and you go energy. What energy? You start shouting or screaming. What exactly you do which can make you run fast or walk fast? What can you do?
So move my legs fast.
Yes, come to that. Move your legs faster. The to and fro motion of the legs, it can be done faster. If you are walking to the rhythm of left, right, you say, come on, walk quickly, left, right, come on. Even when you speak, you say it fast. The rhythm is faster. So the faster, so that would be called frequency. Left, right. How many cycles per minute or per second? Wave goes crest trough. 4 crest troughs per second. 4 cycles per second. You went 4 times left, right, and somebody went 10 times left, right. Obviously, the other person is faster, provided something else is also there. So the one is the frequency. What else can you change? What else is? It's only a question of frequency.
The steps taken.
The step is just
The stride, the longer step, the stride length. That's what you will say. So in one step, how much you go further. So to some extent, you can increase your stride length. You can't increase very much, then you will fall flat like that. So how much can you increase? So that stride length, in terms of the wave, is the wavelength. So there is a frequency and there is the wavelength. So these two matter, and together they make up the speed. So I'm using these symbols. C equal to F lambda. I'm using C for wave speed. We don't have light as such in our discussion now. That is also a wave. So I'm using C. V will be used for particle speed. So I'm reserving V for particle speed. So that's why I'm using C equal to F lambda. Some people also use nu for frequency. I'm not using this. The Greek symbol nu. Okay, I'm not using this. Okay, so we have this familiarity C equal to F lambda. So the greater frequency, or the greatest stride length would make sure that you have a great speed. If you look at the finals of the Olympics, almost everybody, all runners will be about 6 feet tall. Is it a bias? Can't shorter people run fast? I'm talking about 100-meter race especially. Last time what? Who won that? Usain Bolt. Yeah, so is he 6 feet tall? Is he 6 feet tall? No, just I didn't measure either. Can you not have a look and say, don't you know how he looks? Is he that short guy? No. Certainly you can't call him that short guy, right? So 6 feet. Why is there? Is that a bias or something?
No,
Why?
you can take longer steps.
The stride length matters, no? The stride length matters, and you don't have much time to complete the 100-meter race. That's to an Olympic finals means it's over. What's the timing now? 9 points. So 9 seconds में खत्म हो गया. You can't say जरा चाय पी के आता हूँ. अब अगले 4 साल बाद आना. कोई जल्दी नहीं है. एक ही बार होता है वो फाइनल्स 4 साल में. देखना है तो वो 9 सेकंड देख. नहीं देख सकता है तो 4 साल बाद देख. बीच में फिर से नहीं होगा. ठीक है ना? So it happens so fast. So the stride length does matter. How much can you change? The stride length is not there, and stride length means the legs are so long, and legs means your torso is also sufficiently long. So that's a total. Forget about men's race. Even women's 100-meter race, you will see 6 feet tall women. 6 feet tall women is quite tall, right? So that's it. So the frequency matters. Sorry, the wavelength matters. Stride length matters. And in terms of frequency, if you look at them, they will have very strong thigh muscles. When they do on your marks, get set. When they get set, look at their thighs will bulge out. Like they may not have this. To some extent they will have, because athletic, you don't just develop your thigh muscles. But then the thighs will be prominently there. It will not be so much there for a weightlifter. Because in the weightlifting this gets developed. In the running the thigh muscles get developed. So I'm just saying, that's a symbol of, when you see the thigh muscles, you say that's frequency, man. Because that's, how else do you express frequency? Yeah. Isn't it? Because that's the one which pushes it backwards and forwards. How quickly you can run, the thigh muscles come into play. And stride length comes into play by looking at the person. कि भाई होगा इसका stride length दिख रहा है, इसके कदम लंबे होंगे, right? So, C equal to F lambda, we have looked at it. Now, so the waves that we're talking about. So today's class is on what we would say the wave equation. So we want to see mathematically how do we express a wave. So that's what this class is all about. So as general equation of a wave, that's the section 1, and I would do waves in 5 sections. So in 5 sections means roughly each class, and the first section is the general equation of a wave. The second section will be stationary waves in strings, then stationary waves in pipes. That's the third section. Fourth will be beats and Doppler effect. Fifth will be sound wave. There are some special characteristics of sound, intensity. All the tidbits are there in the fifth one. Okay, I can't call it a single topic. There are different, something like appendix of a book. So whatever is not covered in the main section, you cover it like that. So roughly that. You need not remember this. You will understand it. So out of the 5 sections, the first section today, we are moving on. So the wave equation. So let us take the wave equation. We are going to take this as the model, the string and the wall. The string connected to the wall, and I am going to shake one end of the string. Let's call it O. This will be the model, just like in SHM you have the model of the mass and the spring. So it is not that I am talking about a string. This is a model which will kind of later on be reflected to whether it's a water wave or it's a sound wave or it's a light wave or a quantum wave. It's the same thing. So what starts off like a string, you can extend it to the de Broglie wave in the electron's orbit. So it's the same equation. So we are starting off simple. So if you think that is I mean very mundane or nothing very special. मुझे क्या करना है रस्सी कैसे vibrate करे? No, when you see this, you will see something else. So, plus the first kind of vibration we're talking about is, let us say we give a sinusoidal motion to it, or what we call as the SHM. So you have this equation with you, A sin omega t plus phi naught. So the SHM equation. So we're talking about, so what comes out now is called the sinusoidal wave. We studied this kind of a wave and later on some other waves. So the first one. Now when this O is vibrating, so what will happen very soon, another point P which is down further, let us say the wave propagates with the speed c. Like I said, the first student gets up. After how much time the other student gets up? They don't get up at the same time. They get up because they feel a tug on their arm. Therefore they get up, and then the next fellow gets up, etc. They are not getting up together. It's not some cadet, okay, everybody stand up, sit down. It's not some army camp kind of a thing. They are getting up because they are tied together, and they have. So when does the P experience the tug? Where is P? P is x further. Time taken by this to travel to P will be x by c. So the time lag is x by c. In the vibration, who is senior, who is junior? O is senior and P is junior because P does it after O, right? So that will be called a phase difference, because in terms of the phase where they are, P will be starting off now what O is already done. For example, today I am starting waves here, but in some of the batches I am already 2 classes ahead. So you are lagging in phase, they are ahead in phase. Course will be done for the same way because it's the same cycle. And there is nothing good or bad about it. In the timetable, that is how it has come. But do you understand this? You are lagging in phase and they are ahead in phase. Which phase? Like I said, they are going to teach. I'm teaching you waves in 5 sections. So it is in that sense the 5 phases of this course or the cycle. The wave will be complete. So the first phase is today. So for P, see the time starts when O starts vibrating. After some time, after how much time does the wave reach P? X by c. So when you put the time for P, what should you put? Will I put T? Will I put T minus X by C? Will I put T plus X by C or something else?
T minus X.
T minus X by C because it will take X by C to reach. The time will start for it at after X by C, isn't it? When the first person enters the party is supposed to start. When a class starts when everybody is together, but a party doesn't start when everybody comes. They say come for the party means 8 o'clock it will start. So somebody enters at 8 o'clock, first person who takes a sip of a juice, hey, party started. What else is a party? Some event has to happen. Na? How do you count the party has started? So कुछ खाना पीना होगा, कुछ चलो इसने juice पिया तो party start होगी. But he's the only guy around. So he's like very punctual and nobody has come maybe, but okay, good. Have a juice till somebody else comes. And somebody walks in after that 8:15. Hey, hi, how are you? Then 8:30 party starts like that. Na? People will walk in at different times. You can't say you are late to party. You might say jokingly, but like, what happened? I didn't have that juice. Okay, let me have it now. How does it matter? So people will come. But let us say it's 10 o'clock now. Now you are a person who entered the party at 8:30. So for how long has the party been happening? तो 8 बजे से शुरू हो गया था. So the party has been happening for 2 hours. But you joined the party at 8:30. How long has the party been happening for you? 1.5 hours. You will subtract 10 minus 8:30. Or whatever is the total time, from that you will subtract half an hour because you had a time lag of half an hour. So O started the party. I am saying party because they are all dancing. O started dancing. And कितनी देर से डांस कर रहा हो? T time से. फिर P बाद में आया. कितने बाद आया? X by C. So how long has P been dancing for? P minus X by C. Is it not so? Yeah, is that okay? This is the equation for a point P. What is point P? Some point is the distance x. And we are taking a wave which is moving in the positive direction. This is the positive x. So what is the equation for P? The equation for P will be a sine omega t minus omega x by c plus phi naught. Now, we said that's speed equal to f lambda. Now you know that how is omega related to f? You know this?
Yes.
Angular frequency is 2 pi frequency. We define something called k. This is defined as 2 pi by lambda. What is k? Angular wave number. That's what it is called. So we call it 2 pi by lambda. So what is omega by k? Omega by k. Do you see this is f lambda, that will be equal to c? That's an important formula we'll use very often in waves. So omega by k is c. So what is omega by c? So y equal to a sine omega t minus kx plus phi naught is the general equation of a wave. This is for p, but p means anything. So I don't have to say p. So this is the equation of a wave traveling in the positive x direction. I'll say sine wave. Okay? So take that. And now we will see some special cases. We'll appreciate this equation. The phi naught there is a constant. So, because at time t equal to 0, x equal to 0, where the particle is you cannot say. Wherever the particle is, accordingly we will put phi naught. Now, if phi naught is pi by 2, what is your y? Y will be a sine omega t minus kx plus pi by 2. Sine 90 plus theta is cos theta. A cos omega t minus kx. So this is also a wave equation which is traveling in the positive x direction. So whether you have sine or cos, it's okay. It only means the phi naught is different. Phi naught is an initial constant. So otherwise it's also a wave traveling in the positive x direction. What if phi naught is pi? I'm just showing you some values of it. If it is pi, then this will be what? Y is equal to a sine omega t minus kx plus pi. Sine 180 plus theta is minus sine theta, and minus sine theta is sine of minus theta. This can be rewritten as a sine kx minus omega t. This is also the equation of a wave traveling in the positive x direction. So there's nothing sacred about writing it as omega t minus kx. You could as well write as kx minus omega t, it's perfectly alright. So whether sine or cos, whether kx minus omega t minus kx, this represents the wave traveling in the positive x direction. What if the wave is traveling in the negative x direction? So it's traveling in the negative x direction. See, where did this equation come from? This equation came from y is equal to a sine, or we can say like this, change the x to minus x. If you change x to minus x in the equation, so this equation will become y is equal to a sine omega t minus k. So here you put minus x plus phi naught. So what does this equation become? A sine omega t plus kx plus phi naught. This is the equation of a wave traveling in the minus x direction. So what you notice is, if it's traveling in the positive x direction is this, or we can say it like this: the coefficient of x and the coefficient of t have opposite signs. This is positive, this is negative. Or it could be like this. The coefficient of t is here is negative and the coefficient of x is positive. So when you have opposite signs, it's traveling in the positive x direction. And if they have the same sign, x is positive, t is also positive, the coefficient, then it's traveling in the negative x direction. Okay? That's it. So there is a fundamental way of writing it, and it might have other forms of it. So you should be able to recognize the other forms as also the original thing. Yeah, it's like saying you look at a person and now next time you look at him, he has got a goggles on and a mustache and he has tonsured his head. So what, don't you recognize him or what? So recognize the wave. It might be appearing in different disguises. Y equal to 2 sine pi by 2 2t plus x by 8 CGS. What is the amplitude, the wavelength, the frequency, the omega, the k, the direction of propagation of the wave. More questions to follow. So, what is A? 2 centimeters. CGS means what? Centimeter gram second system. Now, the coefficient of T is omega. So get omega first. T is pi radian per second. Okay?
Yes, sir.
What is K? Coefficient of X is K. Pi by 16. Units will be K is 2 pi by lambda. 2 pi is in radian and lambda is in centimeters, so radian per centimeter. Okay? What is lambda? Lambda is 2 pi by K. 2 pi by this, 32 centimeter per second. What is F? Omega by 2 pi. So it is 1 by 2, you can say per second or hertz. Cycle per second is called hertz. You have got F, is that okay?
So how will it be centimeters per second?
What?
Wavelength.
Wavelength is a CGS system, so that is centimeter per second. I'm sorry, centimeter, not centimeter. Centimeter. C is omega by K or F lambda. Either way you find out, the answer will come out the same. So omega by K, this will be 16 centimeter per second. Okay, that's it. Which way is this wave going?
Negative x direction.
The coefficient of t is positive, the coefficient of x is positive, they are likely signed, this is traveling in the negative x direction. That's it. Okay? Further. Yeah, this is of this kind. This kind of an equation. Delta phi for two positions of a particle .4 second apart. Delta phi for delta phi at any given instant for two particles 12 centimeter apart. Okay. So here, this phi, this is called the phase. the phase is this phase equals omega t minus kx plus phi naught. Depending upon the equation, this whole thing is the phase, right? So now when you say phase difference, now two positions of a particle. When you say a particle, x is constant here. If x is constant and then you take it for two different times, so what will happen? The delta phi will come out to be omega delta t. Here x is constant. Phi 1 will be omega t1 minus so and so. Phi 2 will be omega t2 minus so and so. When you say phi 2 minus phi 1, it will be omega t2 minus t1. This is for a given particle. When you get a score of a test, if you want to appreciate the score, just the score doesn't mean anything unless you compare it. You will either check, or you will ask your friend, "Tera kitna hai?" or "Who is the topper in the class?" or "Who is the worst case scenario?" Whatever. So you know where you are only by comparison. So there is something given, na? If they say anything, your sugar level is so and so, your blood pressure is so and so. Now if you don't know what it means, that number has no meaning. Yeah? As a blood pressure you can score a century. Hey, mera 120 hai, yeah. Now, is it something to be happy or sad, or you don't know? Yeah? The blood pressure goes too high, it's not a double century, it's nothing to happy. It's a very sad scenario. You can't say baki log century marte or double mara. So what it means in a given situation, unless that standard is given to you. So it's a comparison. So here there are two ways of comparing again. You can compare your score in a given test with another person, or you can compare yourself with yourself. That means last time I got so much, this time I am getting so much. So am I going ahead or am I going back? So we compare in two different ways. So this is a comparison for a particle at two different times. This is like comparing your score with yourself. The previous test I did, this is my next measure, and this is what I have done now. So in that comparison, this is what the result you get. This is the formula. Now we put it. What's the answer? Pi times 0.4. 0.4 pi radian, that's the answer. Another way of doing it, delta phi, at the same time, two different particles, x1, x2, in the same test, मेरा इतना आया, उसका उतना आया, देखते हैं किसका ज़्यादा है, किसका कम है, बराबर है, क्या है? So that will be k delta x. Don't worry about the negative sign or something, I'm talking about the difference as a magnitude, the mod value. So here the time is constant. If this is the formula, there's another way. So when you say phase difference, get the context. Is it this way or is it this way? K delta x, k is pi by 16 and delta x is 12 and that is 3 pi by 4 radian. That's the other answer. Now, can you not have both different? Well, you can have, but it doesn't make any sense. What's the meaning of comparing your score in a given test with somebody else's score in some other test? Yeah, मेरा IIT में कितना है, तेरा बोर्ड में कितना है? क्या बोल रहे हो? नहीं, मेरा बोर्ड में ज़्यादा है तेरे से. Quite possible, right? You might have a better score in the board than the topper of IIT. You can feel happy about it. So, मतलब क्या है इसका? मतलब कुछ भी हो, happiness के लिए कोई मतलब तो नहीं चाहिए. So if you want to be that, you can do it. Otherwise, it doesn't make physical sense. Is it fine?
I did not understand how did you come up with the formula.
This formula delta, you don't understand?
Yes.
Let's put phi 1. Phi 1 is a particle means this is at the time omega t1 minus kx plus phi naught. What is phi 2? Omega t2 minus kx plus phi naught. Subtract the 2. Phi 2 minus phi 1 equal to omega t2 minus t1. That is written like this. So basically I've derived some new formulae for you, this one and this one. Just use the wave equation and I am getting some juice out of this now. That equation is giving us a lot of information, a lot of results, and we can still get some more. But I'm just ending the question. The next question. The next question. Y equals 5 centimeter sine 2 pi radian per second time minus pi per meter x plus minus pi by 6. This is the equation given to you. What is the maximum particle speed? What is the amplitude? What is the particle
Sir?
speed? Yeah.
सर आप थोड़ा नीचे देख सकते हैं सर, वी कैन नॉट सी।
ये दिख नहीं रहा?
सर नहीं दिख रहा सर, थोड़ा नीचे दिखिए ना आप।
हाँ, लिख देते हैं.
सर वी आर नॉट एबल।
Yeah, no, but it is visible in my. How come it's not visible? You can't see this pi by 6. तुम्हें दिख रहा है? इधर दिख रहा है? Can you not see this pi by 6?
अरे नहीं सर, वो आइकन से उसके वजह से नहीं दिख रहा सर।
क्या हुआ?
वो
आइकन्स ऑन दिस
आते हैं उसके पीछे।
सर।
अच्छा,
स्क्रीन पे आइकन सर।
Okay. Y equal to equation.
5 centimeter sine of 2 pi radian 1 second times 50 minus pi meter inverse x
Pi?
minus pi meter inverse x minus pi.
Yeah. Can you see now? Hello?
यस सर।
Yeah. When I'm satisfied, you should say yes, right? I don't know what's happening. X equals lambda by 4. And t equal to 0. Yeah, I've taken up a few questions and add more to it. Now, the first thing, if I say maximum speed, what is speed? Speed, you know this is the speed, del y by del t. What do you mean by del symbol? Yeah, that means we talk about the time as a variable. At a particular spot, x is constant here. So if you differentiate this, which is what you do in your SHM also, it's the same thing. If you differentiate, you will get, if I talk in general, a sine omega t minus kx plus phi naught. If you differentiate this, you will get omega a cos omega t minus kx plus phi naught. This will be your maximum speed. The coefficient of the cos or sine is the amplitude. This is called velocity amplitude. Omega a. So as per this, what will be omega a? This is omega, this is a. So is it okay? 10 pi centimeter per second. That's your Vmax. As per this formula. Suppose I had asked you acceleration, how would you get it? You will again differentiate, or we call this like this. If you do here, it will be minus omega square a sine omega t minus kx plus phi naught, and this will be the maximum acceleration possible. Yeah? So anyway, acceleration is not asked, this is amplitude. What is amplitude? Right? Or shall I change the question? What is the acceleration? Acceleration here would be, the acceleration I'm asking, not the maximum acceleration. So minus omega square. Omega square will be minus 4 pi square into a 5 centimeter cos 2 2 pi t minus pi x minus pi by 6, like that. Is that okay? This is the acceleration. If you want velocity, velocity is differentiated once. So if I differentiate this once, I get 10 pi cos this thing 2 pi t minus pi x minus pi by 6. This is a general formula. But then I need to apply t equal to 0.
दोनों साइन रहेंगे ना
साइन एक्सेलरेशन में साइन होगा, हाँ साइन हो जाएगा. साइन का कॉस और कॉस का फिर से साइन बन गया और नेगेटिव साइन. सही बात. टाइम t equal to 0. 0 डालो. What is x? Lambda by 4. But what is lambda? If I say x equals lambda by 4, lambda is 2 pi by k. This is pi by 2k. What is k here? K here is pi. So this is pi by 2 pi. 1 by 2. So if you put 1 by 2 here, so what does this become? Minus cos pi by 2 minus pi by 6. Minus sign has no meaning. Cos minus theta is cos theta. Cos 90 plus pi by 6 is sin pi by 6. Sin pi by 6 is 1 by 2. So will this be 5 pi centimeter per second? Is that okay? Just substitute and get the result. So you can get speed, you can get acceleration. Apart from the things I did in the last question, these are some more things we can get. The wave equation has got a lot of information. We are trying to squeeze it out.
So for every instant the velocity of the particle will differ.
Yes. What is wave? If you look at it, each particle is in SHM. Only one particle we talked about.
Yeah. Okay.
Here there is a group of particles and they are doing SHM only, but in a particular fashion. That one gets up, then the next starts, and then the next starts. That's called phase difference.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not doing it together. There is a gap between them. So that will be called as phase difference. But what they are doing is essentially the same. And that happens in the batches that we have. Like I said, another batch I've started. Some people have finished waves. Some people I'm in the second class. With you I'm starting today. But I'll be teaching the same thing to everybody. The cycle that I undergo is the same. But you experience it. At the same time, if you ask, then what happens? Somebody's ahead, somebody's behind. That's phase difference. So don't you see this wave is passing? Different batches are at different points. But that's okay. At the end, everybody will be in the same thing. Everybody will get to do it. So, can I move on?
So थर्ड पार्ट में नेगेटिव साइन आना चाहिए वेलोसिटी का, बट आपने शायद ओमिट किया है, तो उसका सिग्निफिकेंस क्या होगा?
नहीं, क्यों आना चाहिए नेगेटिव साइन?
So cos minus
theta is cos theta and
but pi plus
cos 90 plus theta. हाँ, significance कुछ नहीं है, significance ये है मैंने गलती की है. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's it. Cos 90 plus theta is minus sin theta, and that's the negative sign there. Thanks for correcting it. The next question. Draw the shape of the string at t equal to 1/12 of a second. Now, we are looking at some graphs. Can I rub this off? Now draw the shape of the string at t equal to 1/12 seconds. This means we need to plot the y-x graph. And this will be called the snapshot of a wave. So the time is constant, right? Are they connected?
Sir, someone is banging the bench, sir.
कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्क
इधर तो कंस्ट्रक्शन हो रहा है
हाँ नीचे से आवाज आ रही है
तो उनको कैसे हमें सुनाएंगे हम सुनाएंगे?
हम लोग भी से
Yeah, so I was saying, see, I cannot draw a wave on the board. What I draw is a frozen wave. If I have to show the wave, then I have to show a video. So what you are always seeing is the wave at a given time. You don't see the wave moving, and what is not moving is not a wave. So what we call is a snapshot of a wave. We may say it's a wave, but let us be a little more rigorous. This is the snapshot of a wave at a given time. So how do you do it? Just substitute the value of t that you get. So what is the equation that you're going to write? So this will be y is equal to 5 sine, put t equal to 1/12. 1/12, this will become pi by 6. So this becomes sine pi by 6 minus pi x minus pi by 6. This will get cancelled, so you will have minus 5 sine pi x. This is the equation you are going to draw. How do you draw this? Minus, this is sine pi x. So negative of sine, so I'll draw the graph like this. And that's one cycle, so this is 2 pi, this must be 2. And that's 1 and that's 0. That's it, this is minus 5 and that's plus 5. Yeah, y is in centimeters and x is in meters. So that's the graph. That's how in case of a transverse wave, the string will look like this. Because the way the string looks is that's displacement. In a longitudinal wave, you cannot see the particles, but the equation is still valid. Okay? This you can take as a string. So this is the shape of the string at that spot. Next moment, draw the equation again, the string will be another wave. So while the wave is going, you take photographs. So if you do it click, 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 click several times, then you will get different snapshots. And there will be the equations at those different times. Yes, is this okay? So this is the y-x graph, and the next one in contrast is something else. Let us see. Draw the displacement time graph for a particle at the origin. Now when you say particle at the origin, you are specifying the x value. So here the x equals 0. So x is 0, that's what you have got. That means what is the y equal to? Y is equal to, put x equal to 0. So we'll get 5 sine 2 pi t minus pi by 6, x equal to 0. So we are plotting this graph. What graph? Y versus time. Now this is you are just watching one particle. In the whole wave, there is only one particle you are looking at. Right? And what happens to that particle? That's the answer. So you have to solve this, and you can see that at t equal to 0, you will have minus sign. This is minus 5 by 2. The graph will go something like this. So I have this as this is 5. This will be minus 5. This will be minus 5 by 2. Yeah, this is the complete graph, but then you will stop here because you started here. So that will be one time period. Time period you can see is 1 second, because if I put 1, this becomes 2 pi. Well, that's it. This is in seconds. And this will be in centimeter. Well, this is what happens to the particle. The particle goes up and down like that. It keeps dancing as SHM. It is an SHM. But different particles will be dancing differently. If your x was different, the equation will be slightly different, but your amplitude and frequency will be same. So different perspectives. See, as a faculty, my interest will be what my students are doing. Like then we are looking at a class. Now, from your parents' perspective, they are not going to look at what the class is doing. They will look at what are you doing. You can't say, if they are scolding you on your major performance, and you can't say, my friends have done very well. That will be all the more reason to get some more scolding. Right? So, because they are looking at the YT graph, x equal to u. What is your graph looking like? I may be interested in how the class has performed. Somebody will do well, somebody will not do well, etc. But broadly, are they fine? So, isn't the perspective different? So one is the YX graph. So that will be a faculty perspective at a given time. A pehla major ka paper tough tha, easy tha. How was the paper? That discussion happens. Actually, that is an irrelevant discussion as far as the individual person is concerned. You got a particular score. How was the paper? क्या करना है? जैसा भी था वैसे ही था. So your performance is YT graph. A given X. What does it do? So both are perspectives, and the complete thing is different. You don't have a wave. So if you say draw the graph of a wave, it is meaningless. You got to distinguish which one are you talking about. Are you talking about YX graph or YT graph? And there is nothing called a wave of a graph of a wave. So that's a often committed mistake, so understand that. Okay, and when you say YX graph, T will be constant. And when you say YT graph, X will be constant. It may or may not be said, but it has to be understood. It is there. So this is X equal to 0. This is a snapshot at T equal to 1 by 12th of a second. That's the one I have drawn. Snapshot at T equal to 1/12 of a second. Yeah, is it okay? Next question. So, in the last two questions, lots of different parameters we have evaluated by looking at the equation. So, are you more comfortable with the equation? Can you see the juice that is stored in? Faces of some waves are given. A, B, C, 2x minus 8t, 4x minus 16t, 8x minus 4t, and a graph is given. me call it 1. Two. Three. So this is the y-axis graph. So if I say y-axis graph is understood, it's a particular time. This is not short. Time is not mentioned here. Y-axis graphs. So can you match the ABC to 1, 2, 3?
C is 1, B is 2, and A is 3.
Yeah, whatever your answer is, what are you seeing here? How did you know whatever that was? What are you looking at?
Put T
T equal to 0. Why do you put T equal to 0?
So compare omega.
You can compare omega,
Omega
yes.
is the frequencies.
In this graph, you can compare omega. Yeah, so where does omega, if you're putting T equal to 0, are you comparing omega?
No, sir. No. Coefficient of T will be omega, right?
No, but is there
Compare the values.
Yeah?
Compare the values of k. So you'll get the lambda from there.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Lambda from there, so you can.
What can you see about the, see, I can say that amplitude of 1 is more than amplitude of 2, but amplitude is not given here. So I cannot make out the amplitude, only the phases are given. A sine omega t minus kx, they have only mentioned the phase part. The amplitude I don't know, so I cannot, the amplitude is visible here, but I cannot use it. What else can I compare?
Frequencies.
Frequency, can you see frequency here? Tell me what do you see? Frequency, किसका दिख रहा frequency? इसमें frequency नहीं दिखेगा, time ही नहीं है इसमें frequency कैसे दिखेगा? Time ही नहीं है तो frequency, this is a snapshot, you cannot make out the frequency. Can you make the frequency of a running from the snapshot of a runner?
So you can check the wavelength.
Answer my first question. Can you make out frequency? You are eliminating one by one. The frequency है ही नहीं इसमें. From the photograph of Usain Bolt, can you make out how fast he runs? If you look at a video, you can make out. But video नहीं है, photo है. Photo doesn't tell you how fast he runs. Maybe how long his stride is, you can make out. उसकी लंबाई देख के, either is he in posture or even otherwise, you can at least estimate कि यार इतना लंबा आदमी है, इतना बड़ा तो करेगा ही, इतना ये होगा. You can make out, but frequency you cannot make out. So this doesn't have frequency, but wavelength you can see. What is the wavelength here? Whose wavelength is what?
One is
Lambda 1 is twice of lambda 2, which is 4 times lambda 3. Can you not see that? ऐसा चार बार हो गया ना लाल का. The 4 lambda 3 is equal to 1 lambda 1. Is it okay? So now 4 lambda 1 means this is in terms of 2 pi by lambda 1 equals 2 pi by 2 lambda 2 equals 2 pi by 4 lambda 3. 2 pi by lambda 1 is k1 is equal to k2 by 2 is equal to k3 by 4, which is further 4k1 equal to 2k2 equal to k3. This is the result you have got. Which is having the greatest k? K3. Which is k here? This is k.
yes, sir.
So this is the greatest. So C must be 3. The smallest is this k1, 2. So it's basically 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the least k is this 1, and this is the second k, and this is double of that. K2 is twice of you can make out. K2 is twice of k1, right? or 4 times kg. So by looking at this loop 248 and the result that you have got, can you see that this is the match that you get? ABC equals 1, 2, 3. Looking at the graph and making out the result. Yeah, only some portion is given, but then can you understand? एक फीचर से तुम उसको पहचान रहे हो. Yeah, I have seen some magazines, they will have some 3 or 4 photographs and only the forehead is shown or only the top part of the eye is shown. And then you say who it is, Sachin Tendulkar, Amitabh Bachchan, Hema Malini, like that. And you match. That's what is being done here for the waves. Can you see this at that question? Which means you have a good understanding if you can match it. The next question, which is a slight twist on this itself, I'm going to call, the graph is the same, but now I have said it's the YT graph, and then you have to match. Now, the second question is, if this was not a YX graph, but YT graph, then you have to make the match again. So you could redraw the graph or just write x comma t, so that's your time now. Which means we are looking at a particular particle, x must be a constant. And again these, what is it that you can see now?
So we can check the time period.
So whose time period or whose frequency is greatest, as you can see from here. In this time, how many cycles does 1 complete? 1. Red one completes 4 cycles. Therefore, the frequency of 3. Is it twice that of 2? Is 4 times that of 1? Is it okay? And omega is 2 pi f. So the same formula can be written for omega. Omega 3 equals twice of omega 2 is 4 times omega 1. Which is omega. The black loop is omega. Who is the greatest omega? B. So B must be 3. And this is 4 times what? This. So C must be 1. Therefore this is 2. Is it okay? This is the second part of the question. And the third part of the question is, rank the waves according to their speeds. So there are 3 waves whose equation is not known, but their phases are known. So can you rank them according to the speeds? A, B, C. So tell me, what is the rank?
So A is
equal
8
to B.
and
See, this is your omega and this is your k. Omega by k here is 8 by 2, 4, 16 by 4, 4, 8 by 4 by 8 is half. So these two are same and that's greater than this. That's the result. The wave speeds can be found from omega by k. A equals B is greater than C. Question number 1. Y equal to A sine omega t minus kx. Here, Y can represent, one or more correct question. Displacement, electric field, magnetic field, pressure, so make your choice. Can Y be displacement?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about so far. The rope goes up and down, the water ripple goes up and down. Can it be electric field? Well, that's what is electromagnetic wave. You have heard of electromagnetic wave. The electric field vibrates in space and magnetic field also vibrates normal to it. So individually they must be, so it doesn't depend on the rope. Rope is only one way of saying. Anything which varies like this is a wave. So you can have electric field varying in space. The equation is just that. E equal to E naught sine omega t minus kx. We call it like this. The magnetic field can also be there. Same thing. And what about pressure?
So pressure is a scalar quantity.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. As long as it varies in this format. Sound is we'll see that sound is a pressure wave. You can think of sound as a displacement wave also, but the pressure changes. As the pressure changes, you experience what is sound. So, it doesn't depend upon which parameter it is. As long as it changes with time and moves forward, it's a wave. When BJP won the elections at the center, the print media said there is a Modi wave in the country. So, were they using it correctly? Yeah, because I will give you a key choice. See, what it means is whatever pattern was developing in Gujarat, the same pattern now develops in the country. Isn't it? There was a high about him in Gujarat, and now that everybody in the country was high. Hey, he has been a great CM, he'll become a great PM. That was the idea. Now, that may change, opinion may change, that's an opinion wave. Yeah, he was having his crest at that time. So, yes, you can do it. It's a wave. Yeah, and if you say what is the amplitude, what is the equation, well, it's difficult to measure, but you can. Opinions can be measured. You get people's counts and votes and stuff like that. But the idea is fine. And Schrödinger used probability as the idea of quantum mechanics. What is the probability of an electron being at that position? So the probability wave. So he used that and he has developed his atomic theory. What you're talking about, the orbit and all that stuff, is the probability of finding an electron there or not. And then you have some shapes. Yeah, we can understand that. No? Probability, like if you talk about your probability, so you have a greater probability of your being in somewhere in space or somewhere at your home. and you will be traveling in between also, but lesser probability of finding you at those places. Yes, twice during the day you'll be passing that path. But if somebody wants to catch you, your friend wants to meet you, so where will he look for you? On the road or at place or at home? So depending on the time also it is there ना. फिर रात को होगा तो अभी कोई क्लास थोड़ी होगा, अभी घर पे ही होगा ना, तो घर पे जब मिलते हैं ना. So that's a probability. Maybe you are out, not there. Maybe. ठीक है ना? So I'm just saying as probability. The probability can be high or low. So it doesn't matter, and we're studying all of this. That's why when you're studying the string and the rope, you are studying profound stuff. This is the XY coordinate, and if I make a graph, let's say this is a straight line graph, equally inclined. What do you call this equation?
Y is equal to
This is y equal to x. Suppose this goes ahead like this. It's here, my hand is y equal to x. Now it goes. So at any time, what is the general equation of this?
Y is equal to x plus
So it will be like this at any other time. So its speed is suppose c, then it will travel ct. So what is the equation of this line?
Y is equal to
x minus c.
Huh?
X minus
x plus c.
X minus
Minus
c.
ct.
क्योंकि x equal to ct पे 0 होना चाहिए.
Already addition में गया.
Alright. So if you have an equation and if you want to find out this equation, you replace x by x minus ct. Or if you want to find this equation,
Plus
x plus ct. ऐसा होगा. This is, you can approach a straight line. Now let us appreciate in a slightly different way. See, this is your yx graph, and there is some pattern. Like, let me take some arbitrary picture. This is a picture. What is this? Let's say this is y equal to fx, and this pattern moves with speed c. So after some time, you will see this pattern here. So this pattern has traversed further. What will be the equation of this pattern? If you replace x by x minus ct, you will get this, right? This distance traveled, this is Cp. Is it okay? So this is what we call as the wave equation. A pattern travels further. What we have learnt earlier was the sine wave equation. That's one kind of a wave. But this is wave in general. And what if this goes this way?
x
X plus ct. So x minus ct is the wave going to the right, and y equal to x plus ct is the wave going to the left. So just remember one, the other is obvious. So anything which has this format is a wave equation. This actually can be rewritten in another form also. This can be written as ax plus minus bt, because this can be written as a as common, and it will become x plus minus b by at, which is nothing but a function of some other function, right? X plus minus ct, like that. I can take a as constant and b by a we can call as c. So this is the general equation of a wave. Y is equal to f ax plus minus bt. This or that. This is the equation of a wave. Right, in general. So take that. So what we have done so far is the sine wave equation. Now I am talking about wave in general. Rather, this is the wave equation. you have a graphical perspective, so anything which looks like this is a wave, is the equation of a wave. And let me show you what's the general differential equation of a wave. Like, this is just so that you can recognize and have a look. For example, you know that this is the general differential equation of a, what is this? The differential equation of SHM,
Yes.
and its solution happens to be that. Yeah?
Yes.
So this is the solution. So this is the solution. So where is the equation? So I'm going to derive that equation. Okay, something similar to this. So, not this, let us see. I'm not going to give a direct derivation because we don't have the differential calculus of that nature. But I'll show you from the sine wave equation how it looks like. Take this, A sine omega t minus kx. Do this. What is del y by del t? And then find out what is del y by del x. Del y by del t is omega a cos omega t minus kx. Del y by del x is minus ka cos omega t minus kx. Now if you divide the two, del y by del t, just do this, 1 divided by 2. What do you get? This by this is minus omega by k. Minus omega by k is c. We get a formula like this. This is particle speed, this is wave speed. This is a relation between particle speed and wave speed. The third equation is double differentiate this. And then you double differentiate this. What do you get? If you differentiate this, you will get minus omega square a sine omega t minus kx. If you differentiate this, you will get minus k square a sine omega t minus kx. Yeah, you know that this means you're only assuming x to be a variable, t is a constant. And now you do 3 divided by 4. If you do, you will get this by this equals omega square by k square. Omega square by k square is c square. So what you get is del square y by del t square equal to c square del square y by del x square. This is the differential equation of a wave. So, the solution of this is this. We haven't proved it directly mathematically, but we have seen that from the other perspective, graphical perspective, but I'm telling you, that's the solution of that. So just notice that, okay, you can see. We will not be using this much, but just so that you have recognition as to what it is. And this is one form of a wave. What you are, see the y equal to a sine omega t minus kx is one form of a wave. This is a general form, and see this is of this form.
फेज एंगल को 0 माना है.
Yeah. That need not be said always. Yeah. It will keep hanging otherwise. So just remove it. You can also put it, no problem. Yeah, can we move on? this is the snapshot of a transverse wave. You can say on a string if you want. Now transverse wave means, okay, and the wave is going this way is given to you. And these particles will be going up and down. This is the scenario at any one point, snapshot. So at this given time, these particles, are they going up, are they going down, or are they going nowhere? Can you label them? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Which way are they going?
Stationary.
Stationary. This is a snapshot of a wave. Wave cannot be stationary.
नहीं उस टाइम पे तो stationary.
कैसे? मैं कह रहा हूँ गाड़ी चल रही है, फोटो लिया तो गाड़ी का फोटो दिख रहा है तो गाड़ी स्टेशनरी है. फोटो स्टेशनरी है, गाड़ी थोड़ी स्टेशनरी है. चलती गाड़ी का फोटो लेंगे तो फोटो में तो स्टेशनरी आएगा तो उसमें भी चल रहा होगा. पर गाड़ी का स्पीड क्या फोटो देख के गाड़ी का स्पीड बता सकते हैं? देख लो. वेव का स्पीड शायद बता सकते हैं. So which way is A going, B going, C going, etc.?
Down.
So
A goes down.
A goes up.
A goes up, A goes down,
Down.
A goes sideways. What?
Down.
It will go up and down only, right? Because it's transverse wave. And it can be at rest also, instantaneously. So I'm putting that symbol for rest. So which way is A going? Yeah, what's your guess? Is the, can you say first of all or you cannot say?
Can see.
The say, na?
Down.
You're saying
So
down.
A will
A will go down.
A will go down.
B,
Down.
Down.
Down. Down.
D, E, F, G, H, I.
so DF will go up.
D, F will go up.
So how are you saying what you are saying?
So
Phasor.
You have used this formula, just now I returned this formula. So in this case, C is positive. And this is the slope. So if you want any of these points like B, the slope is positive. If slope is positive, then the reliability is negative. So therefore B is going down. Same reason for A. And anybody having a positive slope will be going down. And vice versa, they will be going up. And this slope is 0, so it's not going anywhere. That's all. Okay. It's a particle speed and wave speed connection. क्या ये यूज किया कुछ और यूज किया कुछ सोच के देखो. हैं? क्या इंट्यूटिवली?
तो स्ट्रिंग के बारे में सोच रहे थे.
So I do not know whether your visualization was correct or not. Use this. Because it's a 50% probability. ऐसे तुक्के में भी हो सकता है. Y is equal to E power So, is this a wave equation? Yeah, so I've written some dirty equation, exponential stuff. I'm asking you, is this a wave equation? So far we have only seen the sine wave equation. But what is the condition for something being a wave equation? It should look like this. Can I summarize this in that style? You can rewrite it like this. Is that okay? So this is something into x plus minus something into t. So this resembles this. So it's a wave equation. What is the speed? The speed was the coefficient of, this will be the coefficient of t upon the coefficient of x. That's like omega t and this is kx. So in this case, what is the coefficient of t? That will be 1 and this will be 1 by b. Now if you put the coefficient in terms of the sign, okay, take it as minus 1. So this whole thing is minus b. So the answer is b, and minus b means it is traveling in the negative x direction. Yeah, is it okay? I'm sorry. This is not, no. This is traveling in the positive x direction because one of the coefficient is negative and the other is positive. So it is a positive x direction. This will give you the speed, and the two coefficients must have unlike signs to travel in positive direction and like signs to travel in the negative x direction.
So, there would also be an a multiplied over b, but it doesn't matter, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't put it, but anyway, the function remains the same. This is a wave, right? So, sine wave is one simple form of the wave, which we are studying. But the wave can be something like that. Of course, that would leave you with a question as to then why are we obsessed with the sine omega t minus kx? When the general wave looks like something else, why are we talking about one particular wave? I'll answer that in a short while. Is this okay?
So just
I wrote this off.
so 1.
Yeah. What happened? Could I please what? Wait.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Which of the following are wave functions? E power minus x minus b to the whole square. So the question is, which of these are the wave functions? So let me establish the criteria first of all. Y is equal to f ax plus minus bt. Now all of them are actually of the same, everybody is fulfilling this criteria. So all of them are wave functions, are they? Now this is the second criteria. The first criteria is y must be finite for all x, for all t. That means x and t can have any value, including minus infinity plus infinity, but then y must be finite. For example, does our function satisfy that? A sine omega t minus ax. If you put t equal to infinity, x equal to infinity, sine of infinity, sine is a function log between plus and minus 1. It is finite. You may make that infinite, but this will remain finite. The displacement has to be finite because energy is associated with displacement or whatever function you are talking about. If you have infinite energy at a point, means all the energy of the universe is only there. This is not possible, doesn't make sense, so it is not possible. The y must be finite. Now, x and t, if I put infinity, y is infinity, this doesn't satisfy the first criterion. At a suitable point when x and t, this whole thing becomes 0, 1 by 0 is not defined, or infinity, you can say like that. This one is not satisfied for negative numbers. Log of negative numbers, it doesn't exist. Or log infinity is infinity, this doesn't satisfy. This one, if you put infinity, e power minus infinity is 1 by per infinity is 0. You put 0, e power 0 is 1. Any case you take, this is right. In the previous question, I did not check this, but I am checking it now. It is of this form. So now only that question is solved now. That yes was a loose yes. Now it's yes. Okay.
Sir, can you repeat?
Repeat what? Y must be finite for all x for all t. So in this case it's infinity, here it is if you put 0 here, then this will be infinity. For log infinity it's infinity, or it is not defined. For negative numbers it's not defined. So it's not finite for all values. Of course these can be made into wave functions by defining certain domain. That's a different idea. I'm just expressing this idea that if it's a wave function, then it must be finite.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, shall I move on? Next question. Figure shows the snapshot of a traveling wave. Rather, I will make the snapshot. Why should I say all this? See, that's the snapshot of a traveling wave at 0.3 seconds. The thing looks like this. This point is P. This is Y, this is X. It's given that the wavelength here is 7.5 centimeter and the amplitude is 2 centimeter. It is given that crest P was at x equal to 0 at t equal to 0. What is the equation of this wave? It's given it's a sinusoidal wave. Yeah. Just before you do this question, as I said, if waves are of different kinds, see, if you look at your ECG, you must have seen it in at least the films, that's where I have seen it. Your heartbeat will look something like this. Okay, it doesn't look nice like this. So, if something as simple as a heartbeat, that's what the biology book calls a lub-dub beat of the heart. If a lub-dub looks like this, then what? How, anything, a song or a speech will look like what? Our speech is a wave, right? It's a special wave and it's a unique wave. That's why you can have a sound password. Because the computer will recognize whether that wave is there. It's like a key. Is it matching or not? Right? So, it can look like this and things can look very different. If you look at a piano sound or a guitar or a tabla or whatever, each of them will have their own special design. That's what is called the quality of sound. See, how come you can recognize somebody's voice? You ring up your phone, hello, and your friend says, who is speaking? And you say, मैं बोल रहा हूँ. अच्छा, तू बोल रहा है? हाँ, बोल. ये क्या मैं बोल रहा हूँ, तू बोल रहा हूँ? नाम तो किसी का नहीं बोला. नाम बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. The moment you said मैं बोल रहा हूँ, you are expecting the other person to understand your voice. हाँ, क्या भूल गया क्या? So you are angry. How dare he ask? Hello itself should have been sufficient. He's still asking who is speaking, then at least you say something. But it basically means that the quality of your sound is recognizable. That's because the graph is recognizable. So we can do it at least for our close friends, but not for anybody and everybody. But a computer can do it for any wave. Is this wave the same as the other previous wave? Is this voice the same of that of the person or somebody other person? Those things. Now, if a wave is like that, then why are we obsessed with the sine wave, sine wave? Wave to kuch bhi ho sakta hai. The reason is, there is something called Fourier series. We are not doing this, but I am telling you the reason for studying sine waves. Fourier series is an operation in mathematics whereby any wave can be broken up into sine waves and cos waves. I am saying cosine waves also because a sine plus pi by 2 will become a cosine. So, it may look something very dirty, but you can express it as a sum of sine waves of different amplitudes and cosine waves of different amplitudes. There is a series of waves. So, that means if you study sine waves and cosine waves, you can make up with sine and cosine any particular wave. So, we don't have to study all waves, we have to study sine wave and cosine wave, because later on we can add it up in a particular way and make it up. So, that is called Fourier series. You don't have this. If you do an advanced course in waves, you will learn Fourier series and how to convert it to any form of a wave. So, right now it is like you are learning alphabets. With alphabets you make words, with words you make sentences, then you make an essay, etc. But what is the first step? Learn alphabets. So if you want to know कि essay कब लिखेंगे, don't worry. इस course में तो नहीं लिखेंगे. But you will learn the alphabets of waves. That's what we are doing. So sine wave is the main thing. With sine waves later on, if required, it can be done. So having said that, I am writing a sine wave and also shown you that this is how it looks like. Right? A child may not be able to understand what is a newspaper, but can the child say, is the newspaper in English or Hindi? If it can say that much, that means the child has some understanding of the language. कोई script पहचान में आ रहा है उसको कि A B C D दिख गया उसे. News में E दिखा उसे ये E N. I can read the newspaper. Very good. That's what I am saying. So, and that's different from a Takhaga of Hindi. So you have recognition. So that's the kind of thing I am talking about. So you don't have to read the newspaper. Do you recognize some alphabets? So do you recognize the general equation of a wave, the differential equation of a wave? But let us specialize in the sine wave because this is what is going to lead you later. So any question which is actually going to be application will be a sine wave. So having said this, forget it. So don't say कि एक सर इसमें क्या लिखा हुआ, कुछ नहीं लिखा हुआ. ऐसी कोई कहानी बता रहा हूँ. कोई है Fourier जो कुछ करता है. Come to this question. This is the wave and some conditions are given. So can you make out the wave equation? A wave equation means what? Y equal to A sine omega t minus kx plus phi naught. Rather it is plus and minus. So if you say that you can find the equation, that means you know A, you know omega, you know plus or minus, you know k, you know phi naught. If you know these 5 things, you can say you know the wave equation. So I am asking you to find out those 5 things with this given. Is the question clear? So which of these things are kind of obvious? Tell me that.
Omega.
Also, there is some more information given which I have. This was, this point is 1.2 centimeter. Okay. So what is A? Okay, this is A. 2 centimeter is A. So we'll take A as 2 centimeter. What is K? K is 2 pi by lambda. Do you know lambda? Yeah, I'll just leave it here. I'm not simplifying it. It can be done. Which way is the wave going?
Positive.
Why? How do you know?
So because this.
Because this was here. This was here. That's how it must have been. The red one is the only original picture. And now it went further, so it went further in the positive direction, so this must be minus. And what is omega? Can you find omega from here?
So is substitute the value.
Can you find c from here? Speed of the wave.
Yes, sir.
How? अरे खिसक गया ना, कितना खिसक गया? 1.2 सेंटीमीटर. कितने टाइम में खिसक गया? 0.3 seconds. So is it not 4 centimeter per second?
Yes.
Since c is 4 centimeter per second, omega equals kc. K is 2 pi by 7.5 into 4. हो गया बस. I've got A, omega, negative sign K, phi naught I have to get still. So, it's also given that at x equal to 0, t equal to 0, crest P was at this. The crest P means this was here. That means the y value will be 2 centimeter. Y equals 2 centimeter when x equals 0 and t equal to 0. So therefore y is equal to, substitute in the equation, A sine omega 0 minus k 0 plus phi naught. So y equal to 2 centimeter sine phi naught implies phi naught equal to pi by 2. That's it. So therefore, if you want to know the answer, I can write this as A cos omega t minus kx. This is sine 90 plus theta is cos theta. I know these values, A I know, omega I know, k I know. I have solved the question. We have a sinusoidal wave traveling in the positive x direction on a string with amplitude equal to 2 centimeter, wavelength is 1 meter, and wave speed as 5 meter per second. At x equal to 0 and t equal to 0, y equals 0, and the particle speed is less than 0. What is the equation of the wave? So once more, I have to figure out the wave equations with the said conditions. So my wave equation would be y equal to A sine. Since it's traveling in the positive x direction, I straight away know that it is omega t minus kx plus phi naught. Minus is anyway there. So I have to find only 4 things, unlike the last where I also found the sign. Now certain things are obvious. A is 2 centimeter. Lambda is 1 meter, so this is 2 pi by 1 meter. Omega will be kc. will be 2 pi by 1 meter into 5 meter per second is equal to 10 pi per second. So I am left out to find phi naught. Further I have that y equal to 0 equal to 2 sine omega 0 minus k0 plus phi naught. So implies phi naught equal to what? 0 equal to 2 sine phi naught. Huh? What is phi naught? 0. But why can it not be pi? It can be 2 pi also, but 2 pi is same as 0. We talk in terms of 0 to 2 pi. There are two values possible. There is one more information here. What is the particle speed of this? Del y by del t is omega a cos omega t minus kx plus phi naught. The particle speed at x equal to 0 and t equal to 0, put t equal to 0, x equal to 0, will be omega a cos phi naught. See, this value should give a negative answer here. So will it be cos 0 or cos pi?
Pi.
So that means pi naught is not 0 but pi. So this answer is pi. So now the answer is a sin 180 plus theta is minus sin theta is sin of minus theta. So the answer is a sin kx minus omega t, where we know what is a, what is k and omega, therefore I know the answer. Yeah, is that fine? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 1 to 6, 1 to 7, 1 to 13, 1 to 3, 1 to 8, 1, 3, 10, 13, 1, 4, 43. So you can handle these questions after today's class.
So इसमें dy by dx तो del y by del x तो पॉजिटिव ही होगा.